kittens in a bag, all wanting to kill each other or suck from society's teat.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Spenny here, and welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 4 Part 3. As you can see, Niko is watching TV. It's meant to be a history of how Liberty City was established, appearing as one of those documentaries you see on the History Channel, but with Rockstar's signature satire. None of these shows are exactly better than Breaking Bad, and it'll certainly be the last time I ever do this, but it's another one of those things I imagine someone put a lot of effort into, and another way to add to the immersion of this map. And I think there's one show in particular which gives an indication as to how ambitious the map was initially, like going beyond the outskirts of the city. But enough of that, let's go back to work.
Niko, as you're my cousin, I want you to use family business how you like. Anytime you want cab, you call me.
Thank you, cousin. That could be very useful in this city.
This is actually a very handy feature. I mean, you can only use it every 5 minutes and the driver is abusive, to say the least. Although if you're the person playing this game, it's actually funny. But paying for it is worth it enough. But a free one? Roman really is a good cousin. Just waiting for a mission marker, that's why I'm just singing her. Here we go. Yeah, cheers.
You're going to have your license revoked.
What?
My friend, smoking in a bar is a crime, plain and simple.
Now this was during a period when governments in some countries were really clamping down on smoking in bars, particularly in Australia. I mean, I wasn't bothered by it since I was a teenager, and to this day I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. Just pointing out another little detail right there. It won't be the only one I'll spot in this game.
Hey! Stop that smoking back there!
Special! Easy, buddy.
What?
Run. Do what you're gonna do. But remember, you see a cop?
Just
you
spat on the
don't
ground.
I see anyone, I don't know you.
Ho ho.
Huh, huh.
I have a message from Vlad. Shit! Stay away from me!
Alright, needs must. That's another new for GTA 4. Now locked cars can be unlocked with an increased risk of triggering the wanted system for obvious reasons. I mean, Grand Theft Auto. Oh, come on. I kinda take back what I said about the game controlling just a bit too realistic. I recently reviewed Mafia, and the controls in that game make GTA 4 look like GTA 5. And the game is also designed for these driving mechanics in mind. Stop.
Pull up, jump!
There we go. Or you just gotta get around him.
You will be getting the money to him soon, or your wife shall be using your washing machines to get blood out of your clothes. Do you understand? I do not ask twice for a favor.
There are plenty of creative threats in this game, and that's one of the really good ones.
This country was different.
He gets the message. He will bail now.
I like your style. You can be an intimidating guy. It's a shame everybody knows what a stupid yokel you are when you open your mouth, huh?
Oh, you're talking, big mouth prick. Anyway, I'm gonna change the outfit Niko's wearing a bit, so give me a second and we'll see Vlad again. Let's just get his missions over with.
Where are we going?
To my car.
Why?
Because of your cousin owed me a lot of money, and until he pays me, you're fresh off the boat.
He's just shoving everyone he walks past. I wonder if he did the same thing to everyone in the Comrades bar, in addition to knocking all the stools over and spitting on the ground for good measure.
Wait! I'm
What?
walking here. Let's go.
To be fair, the pedestrian traffic light did indicate that they can walk across.
Hey, man, get about
Get a job, you deadbeat crackhead.
Just a little change, man.
Man, where do these people get off? Like I'm gonna pay for their drug habits.
If you plan on playing the expansions, expect to see him more than once.
So, I need you to head up to Duke's and get a car for me. It's a
Ah, a literal Grand Theft Auto mission.
No! You're gonna take the train, buddy. You think I wanna be in the car with a peasant? Come on. I'm gonna go meet somebody. Have a little party.
Fine.
Probably for the best.
Have fun, dickhead.
Dickhead. Now, I know Bellic just said before that he doesn't need a bat to teach a lesson, but I beg to differ. And it's not like stealth kills exist in this game, or stealth in general now that I think about it. But anyway, this is a mission where there are so many features that you'll never use again, like the train for example. Because we already know by now that a taxi can appear on any road of the map, and take you straight to 98% anywhere on it, I really don't see the point of trains if they can only take you to a certain destination. I mean, they do exist in New York, so it would be strange if they weren't in GTA 4. Even GTA 3 had them, and you can skip the destinations like taxis and they're cheaper. But like I said, just stick with cabs or your own vehicle. And the train isn't the— Whoa! Maybe I should take this guy's car to Vlad in retaliation. Anyway, back to features that never get used again. Now this is one that would have been awesome to use in multiple scenarios, like a way to trigger a shootout or something. But instead there are only 2 instances where you can use it the entire game. You can't use it on a random gangster on the street.
This car belonged to Vlad.
No, it's mine. Who asked you?
It belongs to Vlad now.
See, when there's a red dot, you can surprise him.
You that fat Russian's bitch? Just try and take.
I have your new car, Vlad. It's not pretty though. Real dirty.
Dirty? I can't sell a dirty car. Fucking peasants don't do nothing right.
Hey, I could fuck this car up worse than a little dirt.
Relax, man. You should lose your age.
Actually, that is something I'm gonna do, because it doesn't affect the way you complete this mission. And rounding up a hat trick of pointless features, we have the car wash. Sure, it does what it's meant to do, but so do paint spray joints, as well as change the color, which removes the wanted system too. It'd be better if they just replaced the car washes with paint sprays. It'd certainly be a lot easier to lose the heat. And it's not like I care what color my vehicles are.
Robot, hello?
Did I mention this car belonged to Vlad? That guy was lucky. I'd say it looks a lot worse than a little dirt. Now, it didn't work with me for some reason, but if you ruin the car enough, you get a call from Vlad questioning why it's all banged up. I suppose if you put it in the garage, by GTA logic it fixes it the second the door is closed. More the reason why they should have figured out a way to have those instead of parking spots next to the safe house.
I thought all I'd been doing since I got there was helping you out.
You have, but I mean officially. I need more drivers for the cab company. I'll pay you properly.
Okay then.
Now, I'm not going to bother with these taxi missions because I know in advance they barely pay well and they aren't part of the 100% checklist.
Bang, bang, you are dead. Wake up, you moron.
You got me.
Come over here. Sit down.
I think that was meant to be a reference to another certain Vlad from the Max Payne series.
Who was that?
Never you mind.
Was it Ivan?
Ooh, that's funny. You know, for a dumb yokel, you're a very funny guy.
Yes, and for an annoying dick, you're really an annoying dick.
Well, it's a real shame then that I am...
It's easy to forget just how funny this game is. It's kind of a shame that Niko shows that sense of humor only really to Vlad, but I suppose if they kept that momentum, it would sort of ruin the whole serious tone this game is going for.
Because I want you to kill him.
What?
He's angered Mikhail, Mr. Faustin. Offended him.
Given how much of a psycho Faustin is, it kind of makes sense.
You catch him and kill him.
Okay.
I knew we would understand each other once I put it in this simple way.
To be fair, I did smash his car to smithereens. Oh look, there it is. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if somebody borrowed it. It's not like it's locked or anything. Still looks clean. I might just polish it a bit. I have to admit, playing this for the first time, I didn't get how he didn't know he was being set up. Like, why was he even going to Roman's cab stand? Like, what was he even doing in there? Then I realized that what he was meant to do was get protection money from Roman, but then realized no one was there and that it was a setup after he saw Niko chasing him.
That's a bomb! Don't kill me for him!
I got no choice. Well, technically I do, but I'll get to that.
You trying to rob my cousin?
Vlad's a bomb! They set me up!
Man, I'm starting to sweat.
I remember absolutely loving this mission because running around the construction area, jumping between buildings, felt like going around like one of those indoor obstacle courses. And looking at it today, the map is certainly better designed to take full advantage of the gameplay mechanics compared to its predecessors. Not just set locations with enemies to pick off. That's another thing that's become underrated with this game, based on what it looked like in 2008. Did he just do that deliberately? It definitely looked deliberate. The reason for this is because you get to choose the fate for this guy, which is something you do every once in a while during the story. Now, the choices don't exactly affect the main plot, but there are random encounters which we might run into, a few that basically create the immersion of the open world map, and are pretty amusing, and the ones you spare in situations like these usually triggers one of those missions later down the line. Now, since Ivan isn't all bad, and I hate Vlad, I think I might spare him.
Get up!
I wonder if you leave him there long enough, he just falls on his own.
If Vlad wants you dead, you can't be all bad. Stay out of Hove Beach.
Thank you. You won't regret this, man. I am out of here. I owe you my life, man. You're a good man. You're a good man. Thank you.
Sorry guys, every time I see Niko flail around like a crash test dummy, it makes me laugh. It's almost never not funny. Do you see what I mean though? I really wish GTA 5 never turned up the gravity. I would have thought with controls more arcade-like in that game, it would have kept, well, what you just saw.
Hey, what's wrong?
Hey, cousin. Bullshit.
What's bullshit?
Mallory.
Oh, what about her?
I think she's messing around with Vlad. I saw his car parked outside her place the other day.
Well, it would certainly stand out after what I did to it.
You knew?
I had suspicions.
You knew my woman was banging this warthog and you didn't do anything?
I didn't
say anything?
I didn't know.
Exactly! He found out literally only just a few minutes ago.
You might let some Russian asswipe bang your woman, but I won't.
But you fucking did!
That was before I knew you cared. You always were a hypocrite.
Niko, wait! Don't do anything stupid, wait for me!
That's the thing with this cutscene. Obviously Roman doesn't want Niko to kill him, but at the same time he's ticked off that his girlfriend cheated on him, so right now he doesn't know what to think. There's a lot of different emotions going on at once.
Don't do anything stupid, cousin!
Nothing as stupid as letting that fat swine give it to Mallory.
Hey, it happens! We have an open relationship! I do my thing, she does hers. Maybe next time I might watch them at...
Did you have to, Roman? And I thought bowling was a traumatic thought.
How could she do this?
I knew you cared.
Зачем нужно жрать капусту, если есть картошка?
That guy clearly forced that laugh.
Hey, Vlad, can't we just talk about this?
You stay away from Mallory.
I must be hearing things. I could have sworn for a minute this ratty little yokel told me what to do.
I think you're underestimating how dangerous Niko is.
Get him out of here!
Come on.
I'd use a weapon, but it's just as easy to melee attack them. I think they have less health in this mission specifically. Come on. Alright, let's get him. Ah, he's using his old car. I wonder why.
All right, he's running away. We win. Let's go home.
I'm not walking away until this thing is finished.
It is finished. He's running. We won't see him again.
Oh no, this is only the beginning. More like the turning point that expands beyond Broker.
Keep your head down. I'm going to finish this.
Stop, Niko. Shit.
My friends will track you down. You won't last a moment.
I'll last longer than you will, shithead.
The tough guy dialogue is A+ throughout the entire game. Now in this instance, you have a choice to cinematically execute a character if you have a pistol equipped. Usually whenever the aiming target is flashing red, and it'll go into a small cutscene.
He will get revenge. Half Beach is a small place. My friends will find you.
I imagine anyone playing this for the first time, this was satisfying.
You were the stupid one, Vladdy boy. Nobody fucks with my family.
Ah, you're a big boy, Vladdy.
Yeah, Vlad always made fun of Roman being fat literally almost every single cutscene, yet he's even fatter than him.
What does it look like?
We're dead!
No, he's dead. We're fine.
Even at the heat of the moment, Niko maintains his pedantic way of thinking, presumably because he's still fairly new to the country.
Calm. He tried to kill us. He screwed your girlfriend. What do you expect? I give him a massage?
Shit! Shit!
When I was in the army, we were going on the mission. There were 15 of us, all boys from the village. But one of us betrayed the group. 12 people died, 3 escaped. I know the traitor was not me. So for 10 years, I've been searching for the other 2. One of them lives here.
Wonderful! You're here on some revenge mission for something that happened 10 years ago, and you don't care whose life you ruin anyway.
I don't know. I just want to know why they did it.
So, there you go. Niko is out to find the person that betrayed him and his group during the war. The clues were sort of there. Having suffered in the war, he feels as though he has nothing else to live for. I have to say, usually the main villain in all the GTA games up to that point, you're introduced to him or her right at the beginning. For example, GTA predecessor logic dictates that Vlad is going to be the main antagonist here. He's just a counter in an expanded criminal underbelly of Liberty City, and that's what slow-paced games should do. Niko works for a lot of people he might not like, and you never know who to trust, at least until you finally complete the game, and I have to say, the villain in this game is an unforgettable one.
Everything was fine, and then you show up, and now we're dead. Because Felton is a psychopath. He's going to kill us. Because we killed Vlad. Vlad was his man. That's how it works. You kill their guy, they kill you!
Yeah, this is the first taste of how diverse the criminal underworld is in Liberty City.
All they care about is making money. So, we say we work for them. Now get out of there. You smell like cabbage.
I don't want to, man.
Bitch.
I'm shitting myself. Oh!
Whoa!
Wake up! We had to gag him to stop the screaming. You shouldn't have brought them here, Andre.
Why not?
Yeah, what's Roman got to do with this?
Your dad likes it up the ass. What do you want me to say?
The thing is, to Niko, this is nothing compared to what he experienced back home. That's why he's having fun with it.
I'm tied up in the basement a long way from home, where some ape threatens me with a hacksaw. So no, I'm not that smart.
Shut the fuck up!
So, Niko Bellic, you think it's okay to kill my employees? If he is an asshole, yes.
Jesus Christ!
I agree.
Good thing Niko was being honest with his answer. Yeah, that made me jump scare on my first playthrough.
Can you untie Roman?
Хорошо.
Shut up, Roman. Roman!
To be fair, how would you react if you were Roman in that situation? Listen to myself, sounding overly logical in the middle of one of the most intense cutscenes in any Grand Theft Auto game. The thing is though, it's hard for me to be as shocked by this because I've seen it so many times. I already know all the plot twists, violent moments, but still, definitely one of the most compelling cutscenes of the GTA series. It's also the first to have proper facial animations and movement. It was something the developers of this game pointed out before release, that the next generation of hardware allowed them to take the next step in storytelling visually, so the gloomiest shift in tone starts to make sense. You can't do this in a 3D universe game without compromising something else. I remember it taking so long to find a police car on the first attempt, because I had no idea that you can just get one like this. And this was also before I found out you can simply call 911 at your destination, because I hadn't met Brucey yet.
I had the police car. What now?
The van is driving around South Broker. Pull it over, take it to our lockup on Duke's Drive.
Be more specific. How many vans you think there are in South Broker?
That is a problem for you and your cousin, not me. Keep pulling vans over until you find the TVs. Goodbye.
Well, fortunately for Niko, somehow he knows where they all are in Broker.
Are you carrying a shipment of TVs?
Big fucking mistake. I'm dead if I lose this shipment.
Too bad. Luckily there's a police officer there trying to shoot him. I guess that's one good thing about the wanted system. Like the game Bully, if any crimes are committed by someone else in front of the police, they'll try to stop that person as well. So if someone's trying to punch you, they'll run away and the policeman will chase him.
I've left the van where you say. How's Roman?
He's okay. A little scarred, but okay. You did good. Mikhail needs someone like you. Stop by and see him sometime.
Alright, we'll leave it there. Niko is working for Foster now, which can only mean less driving and more shooting, especially if I have access to taxis. But at least we're now at the point of the game where it really starts to get interesting story and gameplay wise. I reckon I'm starting to get the hang of this style of gameplay commentary. I think I can do something with it, and well, I absolutely love playing Grand Theft Auto 4. So I've decided that I will complete the story, and maybe find other things to do as well. But for now, like, share, subscribe, check out the reviews. Thank you all so much for watching, and stay safe.